Hello everyone and welcome to the short REHIS course, which is elementary cookery. I'll be your tutor over the next 3 sessions. My name's Tony Budd and I work at the college. What I'll do is I'll just give you a brief overview of how to get into the course and how to work this system, which is pretty simple once you get into it and you start going through the different categories. So this is the page that you'll see once you go into the college website. You go up here and just log in. Obviously you'll be in the student side of it. I'm over here, I'm the staff login, so I'll just log in. So you'll press here and I'll just go into here. And then you'll come onto the main page. You go into LearnNet and then you go into My Courses. And you should just have the one, whereas I've got a few. Obviously I've got a few courses on the go. So, and then you just look for this one, which is Elementary Cooking Skills eCook, and then you just click on that and hopefully you'll go into it. So what I'll do is I'll go in as a student, just here, and switch roles, and I'll go in as a student. So this is hopefully how you'll see it. And you'll see that this is the kind of the first page that you'll come across. In here, you'll see announcements. If you keep a look at that, and if I need to send you a message or an announcement, I'll put it in here. And what you'll see in this little box here is just like as if you were getting a text, you'll see a 1 or a 2 or whatever, and the announcements will come up in there. So we just click on that. Then just scroll down. This is just kind of a brief overview of what you'll be covering through the next 3 days. So we just read through that. Then there's a little Eat Well chart and an Eat Well guide here. So it just gives you some information on what's healthy and the amount of fruit and veg, things like that, how much liquid you should take on board, and all the nice healthy tips. What you'll do is you'll come across there's information, recipes and video, which I'll go through in a second. You've got a workbook here which you will download and fill in before your final assessment, and down here you'll see all the instructions that you need, okay, all the way down here. And then the online assessment is here. I will give you a Zoom call and a Zoom link, but it's all explained all the way down here. Okay, so we just work our way down that. Here we have a taste check card. What will happen with this is once you've done your assessment and you've been given a time, and we do it on the final day, if you could download this, so I'll just quickly go into it. If you download that and you just click on here, and we'll have a look at this. So here you'll see the card. So as you can see, it's numbered up to 10. We will only do it for up to number 3, okay? So the first week will be the soup, the next week, week 2 or day 2, it'll be the main course and the dessert. So what you'll do is give yourself a score, or somebody will give you a score out of 10. So if there's something else in the house, if you get them to taste your soup, give you a score from 1 to 10, and then any comments in here. Then the person would sign it, name, sign, and relation. So it could be your brother, sister, next door neighbour, whatever, whoever's allowed to come in and taste it. Okay, so it would probably be either your parents or somebody in the house that's in your house with you. Okay, so they would put their name in there and then fill that in, and then what you would do is then upload it. I'll just come out of that and clear that. So then what you would do is add submission. So you would just, once you've filled it in, and then you can drag it and drop it. Once you drag it and drop it in, a little arrow will appear here, and you just drop it into that, or you can attach it as a file. So it's quite easy to do, and then save the changes. Okay, so it's just a bit of evidence that we'll need. So we'll go back, if I can quickly go back. So that was the taste check card, a witness statement. So we'll have a look at that. And then we'll quick look. So this is a witness statement. So you would write your name in there, sign it, witness, and they would sign it. And this is basically for the I can confirm that the practical assessment and workbook is all the candidate's own work. So obviously, I'll not be there to see you're filling it in. So you would just fill this in, and then again, somebody that's in the house would fill that in, and write in the relationship to you, date. Okay, don't worry about the company. Don't worry about that. And that is basically it. So what it's saying is that whenever you were doing the cooking, you didn't have something, in a fridge. It was already cooked by somebody else. It needs to be all your own work, and this is just really to say that it was. Okay, so pretty easy to do. And then clear that. And then we'll go back into the main page again, and what we've got here is like the products that you make. So at the end, you would say your starter, your soup, take a wee photograph of it, and then upload it into here. This is mainly for the final assessment, okay? And you would just, if you want, there's also a video evidence that you could put in there if you feel up to it. It's not crucial, but what I would need is probably a finished photograph of the soup. So obviously, we're not going to stand and have a live link while we're waiting on the soup to cook. Okay, so once we go through all the processes and we get the soup made, then we'll finish the class on the first day, and then the finished product, you would probably have a video, a photograph of the finished product along with your taste check card. And if you really wanted to, you could make a video and have it of you tasting it, saying it was lovely and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so hopefully that's kind of explains it all to you. So we'll just go back up to the workbook. And so the information and recipes. So we just go into here. And you'll see that it gives you a little bit of information on soups. And then if you work your way down to, we've got a video. So it's a video that I made about making minestrone soup. So the first day is going to be minestrone soup. In here I've got the recipe. So you'll be able to go in there and have a look at the ingredients that you need to buy in for the soup. So the first thing you're going to do on Monday is make a minestrone soup. So you'll need to get the ingredients for that. The other soups and recipes that I've put in here are just really for your own information, okay? And then if we work our way through that, we'll go, so it gives you basic cuts. It also gives you the classification, leafy, veg, things like that, stems, tubulars. And then we've got a little red pepper soup all the way down to the main course. So we'll go here. So the main course gives you a bit of information on fish. And if we go on to the next video, there's a video on how to fillet a salmon. And down here we've got a recipe on fish cakes. So this is the recipe for fish cakes. This is what you'll be making on the second day. We'll be making a fish cake, okay, which is quite simple. And then also on the same day, we would be making a Swiss roll. Okay, so we're making a basic Swiss roll. So both the fish cakes and the Swiss roll will be made on the second day. And if you scroll down here, you'll see a video on how to make Swiss rolls and also a strawberry roulade video as well. Okay, so that's all good information for you to have a look through. So what to do is, before we start the course, have a look through the page, get to know how to work all the different areas, and just go through the information and the recipes. Okay, the workbook assignment, this is what I need you to fill in for the final day. Okay, so for your final day assessment, which you'll be doing individually via Zoom, and what I'll do is give you a time slot, and you will then log in and you will cook 2 courses. So you'll have a main course and a dessert to make. Okay, so you'd fill all this in, and I'll sign there. So you're going to be making salmon fish cakes and also a strawberry and cream roulade. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is have a look through the salmon fish cake recipe, see how you can make it a bit more healthier. Okay, as we go through the first couple of days training, I'll be giving you some hints and tips on how to make the fish cakes a wee bit healthier. Okay, so what you'll do is have a look at this recipe, buy in the stuff for your assessment, and then also look at maybe the cooking methods and how you can make it healthier. Strawberry cream roulade, again, it's how can you make that a little bit healthier? It's going to be a bit difficult with it being a dessert with the sugar and cream and things like that, but if you try and make that a bit more healthier, in here you fill this all in of all the ingredients and things that you need, the equipment you need. Okay, so you'll write down in here all the equipment that you need for both dishes. Then you're going to serve it, what temperature it should be served, service details. Okay, dish 1. So you'll write things like how you're going to serve it, what temperature it should be, things like that. And the same for dish 2, which is your dessert. So it's pretty easy. So if you have a read through, once you get your login details, and have a read through the booklet and all the information that's online. Then on the Monday, once I see you, we can, if you've got any questions, you can ask me. Okay, so hopefully that's kind of explained it all for you, and give you a little bit of a start. So if you read through all the information, everything's there that you should need, and I shall see you on Monday. Okay, so we just go back out of that, and that is it. So it's pretty easy. Once you get used to using the system, it's quite simple, and it's just a case of dragging and dropping the booklets in and any other things that you have to do, like the photographs and the video. If the video is not crucial, it's just I thought I would add that in there just in case anybody's up for making a really short video, which will not need to be too long, shorter than 20 minutes or 250 megabytes, I think it is. But if you have a look through the website, play about, you can't break it, and I shall see you on the first day of the course. Thank you.